cover up. If something is found in the case, people will say hence proved. We are badly stuck either way. So let's tread the waters carefully as we've been trying to do for a lengthy period of time. Let me get a different perspective. Dr. Jaijit Bhattacharya joining us on the broadcast. Jaijit, unprecedented circumstances. I can't. I don't have a guidebook to process this. I don't think anybody has a guidebook to process. What do we do? It is unprecedented even to have the release from the Supreme Court last night. I've never seen something like that before. Very good it's happened. Right call by the Chief Justice. But here we are. Now the problem is this conundrum that if there is no conviction, then nothing is found. Okay. It's still going to be a lot of people assuming that it was a cover up. So how do we deal with that perception?
I think this is an excellent opportunity to go deeper into how our justice system is working or not working. We have been hearing continuously that there is corruption in the justice system. Not only that, the justice system is ineffective. When the World Bank ranking was on ease of doing business, we were ranked at 184 out of 188 in contract enforcement. We were at the bottom of the pyramid. How many of us really get justice from our justice system? How many times have we heard that a contract is useless in this country because it can never be enforced? So I think it's a good opportunity to look at these issues. The second set of issues is that I've been hearing the panelists saying, Honorable Justice so-and-so and Honorable Justice so-and-so. We don't call you Honorable Journalist Rishabh. So why is this honorable honorific being attached to just the justice? They need to earn it. And it is, for a journalist, it's their intellectual prowess which ensures that they get what they get in terms of the honorifics. So I think we need to start looking at this factor. If we say anything against the court, it becomes very quickly a contempt of court. If that's the system we have, that there can be no feedback, then obviously a system will decay. And that is really what is happening. So in this particular case, as you rightly said, we don't know what the truth is. Maybe the judge has been framed, and therefore the question comes up as to who framed the judge. But then the larger question is that we do have a problem with the justice system. Can we use this as a godsend opportunity to finally fix what's wrong? And somebody talked about the Narasimha Rao government. We also had Sukram during the Narasimha Rao government in 1996. He was caught with wads and wads of notes. What happened out of it? What came out of it? Was there any reform? What happened to Sukram? So unfortunately, the point that you just mentioned is that nothing comes out, nobody gets hanged, and nobody killed Jessica Lal. There was no note over there. And in spite of
like I said, we are stuck, right? But what has happened is unprecedented. This was a matter in which something was found that was troubling enough for the Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court to say that I'm sending the registrar immediately to look into it and to in prima facie order a probe. Now a probe is not a conviction. A probe is not a charge sheet. A probe, and it's not even a probe. It's an in-house inquiry. It's not something that the police are doing independently. They can only do anything on the directions of the court. It's all unhappiness right now for obvious reasons, and we have to assume that responsible people are applying their mind to the matter, seized of the matter, and are now trying to put together a timeline of what needs to happen and at what pace it needs to happen. And as we now know from yesterday, that a lot of stuff has already taken place. So let me get Manasvi, who's been patiently listening in. Vineet Jindal is also with us. Manasvi, so now let's look a day or two forward. Okay, Supreme Court says that all right, we have all the letters that we have exchanged on record, which of course have a record of all the telephonic conversations and instructions as well. We've put out there, we've set up the committee. Now we're doing it. Should we just be patient? Let's give it some time. Let's come back to this